Well, hello and good evening, everybody. This is Jarrod Alberich, the yard sale artist, with another pop-up live stream. It's time to do some more book page sketches. Well, I said it plural, but it's really just going to be the one. I will be doing a book page sketch tonight on the live stream. I've had this busted copy of The Black Hole for a long time. And it's always been missing some pages, and as you can see, the dust jacket's always been missing. And I've done a few Vincent drawings from the Black Hole on some pages of the Black Hole, but I recently got a commission request to do Maximillian. And I'm pretty excited because Maximillian is one of my all-time favorite movie robots. I've never drawn before, so this is going to be a roll of the dice. As usual, I've got a little light pencil work sketched out on it, as you can see. But for this evening's video, we're going to do some inking and some coloring. And hello to folks in the chat. I got Genome Presents. How you doing, buddy? And Courtney is my gal who's always here. Thank you, Courtney. She calls herself the Sound Girl. Courtney, do your thing and make sure that our sound is well balanced this evening as we listen to the tunes of Joe November from his new album, Beats Without Homes, in the background. So hopefully the sound balance is good. And I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. If you're just peeking in right now, hello. If you are watching the replay, that's great too. I appreciate it. And of course, I'd appreciate a subscription to the YouTube channel. That's been growing pretty well, and I appreciate all y'all folks who have done that. But I'm just really glad that you're here to hang out with me this evening. So this robots usually take me just a little bit longer than most things. Robots are just a little tougher for me to draw. But I would imagine that I will be doing this for probably 45 minutes or so tonight. And I just hope everyone's having a great evening. Ronald went up in this. Hello, Ron. Courtney, give me the thumbs up on the audio. Sounds good for the audio mix tonight. So we listened to some Joe November music, Beats Without Homes. The link is in the description. Good to see you, Ronald. Rick Heineken in the house with the what's up. What's up, Rick? Rick usually brings some fun comic book trivia. We'll see if he brought any fun comic book trivia tonight. So if you're just joining us, once again, tonight's project is a Maximillian from the Black Hole on a page from the Black Hole novel that I've had for a while. It's one of my older busted books that's been in my inventory. Now, I really like doing these book page sketches. I'm really looking forward to the next time I'm able to drop a video on the yard sale art paintings that I do out in my other studio, my building behind my house. If you haven't watched that yet, it's my very first video I posted. So, I mean, it's real quick and down and dirty, but it really gives you a flavor of some more videos that I'm going to be posting of things I find at yard sales that I paint on. So check that out if you haven't, if it sounds interesting to you. And I'm really looking forward to getting back to those. I do like the book page sketches for sure. And people have responded really well to them. Hence, I have lots of them to draw. Including this Maximillian. Now, this Maximillian one, the client is going to be meeting me at Heroes Con in June. So this is basically a pre-show sketch commission. And I always appreciate those. I love those folks who plan ahead with the pre-show sketch commissions. Those are nice. I get them done early. They don't have to pay shipping or risk the mail. So whether it's me or any of the other favorite artists, if you ever see them going to a con, it's always a good idea to reach out to them ahead of time and say, hey, make a deal before you go. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Genome says I may need to adjust the mic. 1 second. Appreciate it, Genome. Yep, Genome's right. For some reason, the software defaulted to my other mic. How about that, Genome? Is that better? I bet it is. Sometimes the StreamYard software is a little weird in that it will just kind of almost randomly switch from my nice microphone to the one that's embedded in my overhead camera, which is frustrating, but I bet we've got it fixed. Thanks for the heads up, Genome, and the good ear. Some people won't even notice. Thank you. Rick says he's watching this and watching Team Ninja League Championship. I don't know what that is, but it sounds exciting. What's up, Chola from the Wolfpack? Ow! Genome has the same problem as me. Those webcam mics, man. I should have just got one that didn't even have a mic on board. But I think we're rocking it now. Good. Yeah, thanks for the update. Courtney, everyone says hi to you in the chat because you're like the most popular person in my chat streams. In fact, I think if I didn't even like draw any pictures, people would show up just to chat with Courtney. Which is awesome, actually, because I like chatting with Courtney, too. She's got everything you need to know about professional wrestling. She knows it. If it can be known, she knows it. So thanks for stopping by, folks, in the chat. We got a good handful of viewers going on up there. And I appreciate that. So like I said, tonight is Maximillian from Black Hole. First time I've ever drawn Maximillian from Black Hole. I've done Vincent, I think 3 times. I think I've done 3 Vincent book page sketches. Very popular one that I can't keep in stock, but welcome to the show, Maximillian, because he hasn't had one done yet. I see they've got some professional wrestling chat going on over there in the chat. That's going to happen when Courtney's in the house. Courtney's a sharp cat. I will just sit here and continue to work away on the lines of Maximillian. Maximillian, I think, is one of the coolest, like, most imposing looking robot designs in all of movie history. I'd be interested to hear from you guys on what some of your favorite robot designs are. So hit that in the chat if you would like to. Uh-oh, Rick Heineken's throwing a pop quiz out early. It says Pop Quiz Robot Edition. What is the AKA of Machine Man? Oh, Lordy. Machine Man, AKA I don't know. I have a buddy of mine who's like Machine Man's greatest fan. In fact, in my entire life, I have drawn one Machine Man. And it was a 3-minute sketch, and it was from my friend. this is like back. This is way back because I was just considering starting to do the whole 3-minute sketch thing, which I do at my tables at conventions. Which is, it's for the kids. I say that, but I get a lot of adults that come over ask for 3-minute sketches. And so when I was thinking about doing that sort of as a fun marketing thing and something cool for the kids, I asked my buddy, I said, okay, well, let me see. Is 3 minutes good? Like, I said, tell me a character to draw in 3 minutes. And of course, he had to bust out with Machine Man. And I was like, really? And he's like, hey, man, you got to be ready for the obscure. I was like, fair point. Fair point. And apparently the answer to Machine Man's AKA is Aaron Stack, and I'm ready to believe that. The Killbots from Chopping Mall are my all-time favorite movie. I don't know the Killbots, and I don't know Chopping Mall. I feel like I failed you on every level, Genome Presents. Genome and I are in some discussions and chats about I might be doing a little guest appearance on his show in the near future. Once he can come up with my $40 million asking price for a appearance fee, we should be good to go. It's not really $40 million. It's 38.6. Let me get real quiet as I try to get this line. This one's real long. The line is long, and I need to be a little precise. I get a little quiet. There we go. Not bad. I'll take it. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Pop quiz from Rick is showing up in the chat once again. True or false, Ultron has been Santa Claus. I seem to somewhere in my memory remember Ultron dressed up like Santa Claus, so I'm going to say true. I'm going with true. Let's see. Genome says the check you sent me to appear on my show bounced. I think we might have been talking at cross purposes, Genome. I thought you were giving me a check. Oh, these are all those pesky things we got to iron out in our contracts. So we're here just kicking it on a chilled out Sunday evening. My wife goes and has dinner with her parents almost every Sunday and takes the kids, and that's my kind of quiet time to get some artworks done. So that's what we're doing here tonight, peoples. So what are y'all doing on your chilled out Sunday night? Apparently some of you are here watching me doodle, and I appreciate that very much, actually. So there we go. Getting it to start popping up from the page. That is the key on the book page sketch. And as always, we are listening to the smooth sounds of Joe November. You should check out his album Beats Without Homes, because that's what we're listening to. All right, time for me to stop focusing on this drawing so much and get back into the chat. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it was true. The Graceline, Merry Christmas to all except the Avengers. The Avengers must die. So Ultron apparently was Santa Claus. Rick Heineken says on this Sunday night he is not doing his taxes, but he should be doing his taxes. Chola, updating inventory or avoiding it. So basically, I'm the scapegoat excuse for all you people. I got it. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to be the scapegoat for everyone. Just a couple years ago, my wife took control of. I used to always be the taxes person, and I used to just get just so annoyed and frustrated, just by all the things I had to look up. My wife and I's taxes, believe it or not, are somewhat complicated, and I'm just so frustrated from I have to find this document, and then in order to get that, I gotta go log into this website, and I can't ever remember my password. And my wife was like, you know what? Why don't I just do that? God bless her, because she does a good job. And it doesn't hurt that one of my very, very best friends from my days in the military became a CPA. And so she takes care of all that for us, which is lovely. Welcome to Tax Talk While We Draw. I'm Jarrod Alberich, the yard sale artist. Everybody loves a good episode of Tax Talk. So how many people out there in the chat right now have actually seen The Black Hole, one of the most underrated and wonderful sci-fi movies of all time? I think it's 1979. It's a live action done by Disney. And one of the most outstanding things about it, it's basically a haunted house movie in space, which is really cool. One of the coolest things about it too is the music. The music's all done by John Barry, who is famous for doing a lot of the James Bond soundtracks. And man, it's just, woof, this is probably one of my very, very favorite movie scores of all time is the Black Hole movie score. Natzul in the house. What up? This is my friend from Mexico. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I see you in the chat. Very cool. Very cool. Natzul's a cool cat. Makes really cool art. Like I said, down in beautiful Mexico. All right, we'll put this one starting to come together. Said robots, not my favorite thing to draw, but this commission made me happy because said I love the Maximillian robot from the Black Hole. Great design, very menacing, just cool. Putting these little notches on his hip joints. Give a little definition. So let's talk about the yard sale scene, since I'm the yard sale artist. What's been up this weekend in my yard sale scene? On one hand, it's been a little depressing. It got really, really cold here where I live. It got below freezing, which is not normal where I live in Alabama. But it got below freezing on Friday and Saturday, and I scared off a lot of the yard sale happening. So there wasn't like hardly any yard sales on Saturday, but you know, I'm not the kind of guy that would let that hold me back. So I said, you know what? Took my son to breakfast. We went to his favorite, and I don't have any problem with it either, Waffle House. And then we went over to our local Christian mission to see if they had anything neat laying around. And man, we came on a good day. So I scored most of you probably won't even know what the heck this is. I scored a Sega Saturn, which was sort of the Sega gaming system that came out when PlayStation was dominating the market in the mid to late 90s. So I got a Saturn, which is cool. And I picked up a PS1 in the box. It's always fun when I can find one that's in good shape and in the box. It's original box and everything. So yeah, both of that was found at my local Christian mission. If you're a bargain hunter like me, don't forget about your Christian missions and your Salvation armies. Sometimes you can find some real neat stuff in there. So I guess now is a good time to do a commercial for these book page sketches. I've been doing these for a scant $22 for an original book page sketch. And they've been going real well. I've gotten a lot of commission orders. I appreciate each and every one of you. Some of you are here in the chat, which is wonderful. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, oh, I wouldn't mind having a book page sketch of this or that or the other, let me know what you're thinking. Oh, I did add, I'm glad I thought of that. I did add a new book to the book page sketch roster this weekend. I got a jacked up copy of it was one of the Twilight books. I think it was Eclipse, which I was on the lookout for. It's funny how you find things when you're on the lookout. But I had a client who wanted to get some Twilight characters on the book page sketch, and I said, well, you know, I do see those at yard sales from time to time, and I'll keep an eye out. And lo and behold, at that same trip to the Christian mission, they have like a little free bin for stuff that's, you know, people have donated, but it's kind of damaged, so they can't sell it. And there was a copy of, I think it was Eclipse in there. So I will be off to the races on drawing, I think it was Edward and Bella, I do believe. Luckily, I keep notes on a art tracking spreadsheet, so I don't have to remember. So Chola, am I crazy, or is it not somewhere like very late where you're at? I thought you were in Europe, so it would be creeping up on midnight where you are. And if so, thanks for spending your late night with me. What else we got in the chat? Oh, y'all quiet. Either that or my chat function's not working well. If the chat's got serious lag, I apologize. I'll just quietly do my drawing. Well, at least I know the YouTube chat's working well, because Chola just responded with it's 12:24. Staying up late. I'll tell you what, I don't remember the last time I stayed up till midnight. It's been so long, and it's not even like something like cool, like New Year's Day or something. It was like, my son was like, Dad, we stayed up till midnight. He's 13, so he's all excited for New Year's. And I was like, yeah. Dad was asleep by about 11. I tried to stay up. I'm that guy now. I'm officially an old man. I stay up. Most nights I go to bed by about, usually the latest about 10:45. Because I know that alarm, I got to take my kids to school in the mornings. It's going to go off at 6:45. And I'm an 8 hours of sleep kind of guy. All right, Maximillian's starting to come into focus here. Once we get this last arm done, it'll be time to drop a little color on him, and he'll be ready to go. And Genome just got back and said, what I missed? Not much. I'm getting pretty close on the line work on this here, Maximillian. So there's that. We learned that Chola stays up well past midnight. And Chola says the only quiet time she gets with the wolf pups. And I understand that. My 13-year-old pup, he loves nothing more than to sleep. On the weekends, man, that kid doesn't even get up until at least 10 o'clock. But now that we've started shooting the yard sale artist videos, since we just stood up this here YouTube channel, and oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you would. But we're going to be doing a lot more yard sale paintings, which is how I got started in this whole crazy business to begin with here on the channel. And so that means, hey, my 13-year-old has to get up to go with me on the yard sale hunts in case we do find something cool that I'm going to paint on. And that way he can video the sort of the acquisition portion of it. We're trying to kind of show every phase of yard sale art in its development on the channel. So, and he loves being the cameraman, and in this age of YouTube for all these young kids, he's a whiz at the editing. He edited that. If you look on my channel, my very first video was a yard sale art video, and he edited that thing in like, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes. Natsul says that's a nice robot. Thank you, sir. It is Maximillian from The Black Hole, which is a way underrated movie that everyone should know and love, like I know and love it. Kind of came out in I think this one came out in 79. There was a whole kind of slew of, once Star Wars hit, all these companies started just chasing sci-fi properties and space kind of stuff to market. And that's pretty much where this movie came in the whole space market. But I will tell you this, it is of that era where it's sort of like everyone's racing to be the next Star Wars. This is a darn fine film, The Black Hole. I'll switch to the finer pen to solid up some of these lines, and I have to come in and do a little bit finer work on this little claw he's got on this hand. The movie's got some names in it, that's for sure. It's got Anthony Perkins of Psycho fame is in it, and Ernest Borgnine is in it. It's a good flick. But Natsul, I know how old you are, so you probably never heard of this one. And that's okay. All right, now I'm just going to shape up just a couple because I was using that thick Sharpie there. I'm going to kind of give them a firmer line definition by coming back around the edge with the Micron Pigma 5. Bold up some lines. Give it a little more zip and pizzazz. Not bad. Coming together. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I'm just about ready to switch over to do some color work. Grab my trusty little eraser and get rid of a little bit of errant sketch lines. I don't, because again, this is book page paper. And this book is, geez, probably 30-something years old, maybe 40 years old. I have to be careful about not erasing too hard. Or else you'll mess up the paper. And as RoboCop would say, we can't have that. All right. Going to be using a lot of crimson tonight from the Prisma box. Chola says she runs off of coffee and chaos. Well, God bless you. That's all I can say. Good luck with that, says Jarrod. I'm rooting for you if that helps at all. And again, I'm going to leave a little bit of white, like I usually do, showing through for the paper as sort of a highlight in some certain sections. Everything looks better with a little bit of white highlight to it. So like I left a little bit up here on his helmet. Know how much I like that one. In fact, I'm going to fill that one in because I have a plan for it. Put a pin in that because I'll come back to it. I will come back to it. There we go. Uh-oh, Rick Heineken's back in the chat with another pop quiz. Ernest Borgnine won an Academy Award for what film? Oh, man, now I know how Jeff feels all the time. From Here to Eternity? That's my guess. I'm sticking with From Here to Eternity. Hit me with it, Rick. And anybody else in the chat's welcome to save my bacon. I don't get bacon savage enough around here, which sounds delicious. Now, the nice thing about doing Maximillian is, as you can see, I accidentally overran the color over my lines. I colored outside the lines, but since he's literally head to toe red, with the exception of 2 silver hands, there's not a lot to worry about there. They call him Jarrod, the yard sale artist cheater. But I am going to come back and do a little bit of shading, and then a little bit of pop with this white Faber-Castell marker. So, you know, that'll be exciting for everyone. Oh man, I got it wrong. It's not From Here to Eternity. And then he called me Marty, which was probably a clue that I'm not even going to get. What up, Duchess? Oh, thanks for letting me know that Mark's in the waiting room. I didn't see him down there. And it usually makes a little sound when someone pops in, but I might have lost it, the music. Either way, welcome to the show, Mark Hatherley.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Duchess, for letting me know.
I just got
God
the
only knows
message.
how long you've been down there waiting.
Yeah. Well, I just got the message. I don't know how long it's been sent, but I just saw it a minute.
I'm glad I looked up at the chat.
I said I must have joined in. I'm actually been working on this Thor piece all day. I've been doing his head. I must have done his head about 16 times.
One of those days.
Yeah, one of those days.
I got you.
Maybe I might get lucky and get it on stream,
Well,
okay.
Welcome back, buddy.
Yes, thank you, sir. It's always a pleasure.
We got Mr. Mark Atherley back in the house. Make sure to say hello. Oh, the name of the... Okay, so going back to the chat, the name of the movie Rick was given this was Marty. I don't know that movie. I've seen a lot of movies. I'm pretty smart on movies, so you got me good there, buddy. I don't even know that movie, which means you probably made it up, and that's fine. So, Bermuda Mark, how are things on the island today?
Everything's good. It was pretty chilly here today.
Good.
For Bermuda, rather.
Yeah, I was just telling the folks it was a little bit chilly in my neck of the woods.
It's pretty chilly here today.
So, Mark, are you familiar with the movie The Black Hole?
The Black Hole? No, refresh my memory.
I'm drawing the bad guy robot.
His name is Vincent. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was one of those old movies, right?
Yeah, it's like I think it came out in '79.
Yes, I remember that. I think I heard you say something about Maximillian.
Yep, that's the character's robot's name is Maximillian.
Yes.
And this is my first ever Maximillian drawing. I've done a few book page sketches from the Black Hole, but they've always been the good guy robot, Vincent.
Right.
So I'm stepping out.
Yeah. I don't ever think I'm drawing him, to be honest. Well, actually, I haven't drawn him. Not think. I know I haven't. You know what I mean? Maximillian.
I'm telling you, like when I saw this movie as a kid, Maximillian with the bad guy robot, and he's like really scary. And as
he was pretty intimidating, huh?
I was like, dang,
We'll see.
Time to hide a mistake, kids. I just went outside the lines again right over here. So I'm just going to thicken that line up a little bit and act like I meant to do that the whole time. And then I'll mirror it and do the same thing on the other side. So now it's hidden even better. Art secrets.
Yeah. Like they say, it's no mistakes in art.
That's right. We're giving you all the good stuff tonight. Now, let's see. I'm reaching over here. I want to get his eye, if you will, his little eye visor thing is also red. So I don't want to use the same red. I want there to be a difference. So looking for a red Sharpie because it usually puts down a little bit brighter of a tone. And I have literally found every color but red in my Sharpie box. There we go. I will actually use a Bic red. Now I'm nervous. I decided not to because I'm afraid it's going to be too close to the other red. So I'm going to use this sort of peachish color because I know it's almost like a dark pink. Perfect. Just what I wanted. And then I'm going to go over it again with this orange. Oh, yes. There we go. Different tone for the eye slit. It's all coming together. So you're rocking a Thor?
Yes, sir.
Business or pleasure? Is that one spoken for or not?
Well, hopefully business. I know Dr. Chaos said he loves Thor and Darth Vader. And
so this is a potential Kaz
understood.
piece. I got you.
Yeah,
For folks at home, I'm switched to a sienna brown Prismacolor because putting browns over reds is a really, really great way to shade them when you do color work. So I'm just going over some areas I want to add shadow to with the brown marker.
You should know what to do, Carlos.
Well, there's got to be something that I can do that you can't. So this is
Yeah,
going to have to be
yes,
it
you
for a
can.
while.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
For a while until you figure this one out, and I got to come up with something else. Yeah, the little shade work. Let me check the chat. Let's see. Rick Heineken agrees with me. He's talking about Marty. I need to see that movie. It's good. Okay, I will check out Marty, man. I have no problem going back and checking that out. And the Duchess thought you were talking about Back to the Future, which is what I thought at first too when you said Marty. I thought you were expressing disappointment in me, like Principal Strickland does to Marty in Back to the Future.
What's it called, Marty?
Yeah, apparently it's Ernest Borgnine won an Academy Award for it. I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's another old movie, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh, easy Jarrod pop quiz. What type of helicopter does Ernest Borgnine work on in an early 80s TV show? Well, he does a lot of work on Airwolf, which is a show I'm currently rewatching, as Rick knows. On Airwolf, he actually not only works on Airwolf, but he works on his own fleet of aircraft, which includes mostly derivatives of the Bell 206B, aka the TH-67. Jarrod knows a fair amount about helicopters, you guys. I was in the helicopter industry for a long time, and my dad's a helicopter pilot, so.
Well, I know Airwolf, but I don't know too much about helicopters.
I know more than any human being should probably know on helicopters.
That's
especially like post-Vietnam era. And like my high school job, I worked at the Army Aviation Helicopter Museum. So
right. Oh, nice.
A great high school job. Yeah, working at a museum. Can't beat that.
No way. You probably do know more about helicopters than any other human being.
More than I should, that's for sure. But so the helicopter on Airwolf was kind of cursed and ill-fated in that after the show was over, it was actually purchased for like it was a hospital helicopter, an ambulatory helicopter.
Oh, right.
And then it crashed. And actually, like, some folks actually got killed in the crash. It's a kind of a tragic tale.
How ironic, though, huh?
Yeah.
To think of all the time it's spent in the show.
Yep.
Then to use it for something like that to save people's lives and
kind of a weird outcome.
Truth is stranger than fiction, huh?
Yeah. If you want more exciting helicopter crash stories, I have them. So,
hey, Dr. Kaz, nice to see you.
Is Kaz in the house?
Yep.
Kaz, I think you might be laying eyes on a piece that could be for you. Is that? I don't know if that Thor piece is yours, Kaz. Let me know.
If he wants it.
If he wants it, yeah. You got Mark over here rocking some Thor. Dr. Kaz is the coolest. And of course, I'm doing yet another book page sketch. I have a lot of these to do in my queue right now. And I'm not complaining.
Exactly. People are buying them, so hey.
That's right. Keeping the yard sale artist bills paid, keeping the lights on at yard sale artist headquarters.
That's what it's all about.
And the secret that Mark already knows is I schedule these live streams or do pop-ups basically to force myself to keep producing. Like, you got things to do, Jarrod. Do a live stream.
Well, today I was kind of glad that because I finished off that other page. And,
nice.
I got to start inking another page soon, but then I said I'll work on this one here.
There you go.
And keep me busy. But like I said, this piece has been beating me up today. Believe you me.
Sometimes they get to you, man.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I literally must have joined his head 20 times. And I don't want to keep erasing the paper. I feel the paper's gonna start wearing away in a minute.
Oh, I hear you. All right. Welcome to the show, Kaz. And Rick Heineken with the pop quiz. A black hole has a boundary known as the event horizon, which is the name of another movie. In Event Horizon, who are the two main leads? The correct answers are Sam Neill and Lawrence Fishburne. That one came out when I was working at theater, so that one's not getting past me.
Yeah, I didn't
Now,
know.
as I promised folks who are watching, I'm going to do a little highlight work tonight with a white 101 Pit Artist Pin Fine Liner, a 1.5 Faber-Castell, which puts down a white ink. I've done it on these book page sketches before, and the page actually soaks up a little more of the white than I would like, but it still kind of gets the job done for highlight work. So I'm going to do some highlight there, some highlights on his chest. It's all about dropping some highlight ink. It's actually flowing a little better than I like tonight, so I'm happy with this. These little white highlights can really make a drawing pop out.
It's always a good thing.
It just really adds a flavor to the piece. This one right here, I went a little too low with it. I need to come back over. Just there we go. Now I'm happy. And there's just a little highlighted V of light there. A little highlight V of light there. No, I haven't memorized where all the highlights are on Maximillian, as usual. Just off screen, the cheater drawing, or photograph, actually. I have an actual photo of him off screen, so I can kind of see how the light plays on him, which will really help, like I said, make this drawing pop as I add white highlights.
Nothing wrong with that, sir.
So poor Mark was waiting there in the queue for like ever, waiting for me to notice.
Actually, it wasn't that long, but I said, I'm thinking, like I said, well, how could I get his attention? I sent you a private chat, then I told my wife, I said, well, look, just send him a chat in the main chat and see when he reads it, then hey.
That is officially going to be the best way. It's to send me
exactly.
A main chat there. And I got the boom from Rick Heineken. Yeah, on the Event Horizon. Like I said, I was working at the theater when that one came out, so I'm good. I've checked out on Event Horizon. I haven't seen it in a long time though. Remember, it was pretty freaky.
What was that?
Event Horizon.
Oh, that's a movie too.
Yeah, it's like a space horror film. I mean, Black Hole is kind of a space horror film, so
yeah, I like the space movies too.
Yeah,
I got to tune in. Event Horizon. I don't think I'm ever seen that one.
Yeah, it was pretty good, but like it kind of reminded me of like Hellraiser in space type of a deal. It was freaky.
Yeah,
good freaky, but
right.
Oh, I'm very happy with these white highlights, folks. A little more. Getting bold with them now.
It's amazing how it brings it to life, huh?
It really does. It really gives it a
when
whole
you put them in the right spots.
Little pop. That I'm not going to complain about, folks. I'm pretty happy with this. I hope the client is happy with this.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
Let me just dump out a whole bunch of markers and do that Jarrod thing. Let's see. My good old friend, the Sharpie. Here we go. And there we go. Not gonna complain about that. Let's see. Thor's coming together, man. It's coming together.
Yeah, slowly but surely. And thank you.
And Duchess is asking me what pen I'm using for these white highlights. Whoop. This is the, I guess the focus is a little tough. It's a Faber-Castell 1.5 white 101. I got put onto these. I bought a whole series of them. I got them in a bag over here. There we go. A nice little Christmas bag. I got put onto these white markers by Georges Genty, who's been a Marvel artist for a long time, worked on a lot of X books. And my favorite thing he's done is actually at DC. He worked on Superboy. His run on Superboy is one of my favorite things in the world. And I was at a con in Atlanta, and he was right across from me, and I was just doing some doodle sketches at my table. And I was having a hard time. I was like, I really wish I could pull some more white out of this. And he literally gave me one. He was like, here, take this pen, keep it. It'll serve you well.
That's it has.
I tried it a few times. I was like, ooh, my, oh my. Georges is a really great guy. If you ever get a chance to see Georges Genty at a con, please take it. He's a wonderful man with wonderful art.
Yeah, I'll be happy to get to a con at some point in my life.
We're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
Especially once we're billionaires for the Shipwrecker comic.
Yeah, exactly.
Once Netflix options it for the show, we're going to be set. But yeah, those are FABR-CASTELL. I say Faber or Faber-Castell. I don't know. It's probably classier than that. Right. It looks very German. Yeah, they're made in Germany.
I gotta get one of this myself.
After using the one that Georges gave me, he kind of gave me a one of the fat ones.
Right.
Actually, this one right here is the one that he gave me. Real fat tipped.
Yeah.
And so then I went online and they made a set of varying sizes. So I said, oh, let me get in on that. Now I think normally I would kill the stream, but since you just got here, you're gonna help my client because I'm gonna color in the circle behind him. And as I know from my trusty color wheel that was given to me by John Beatty, this is Jarrod drops as many artists' name as he can and things that they've given him night.
Hey, you got to show your respect, don't you?
John gave me a color wheel, which tells me that on the opposite side of red on the color wheel is often green. Green helps make red pop. So I'm going to take a lime green and color in the circle behind Maximillian. And it should make him pop out for the book page even more.
Amazing what you learn, huh?
Yep.
Simple things. It's not simple until somebody shows you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's simple.
Okay, so funny story about the color wheel and John. So I used to call John on the phone like every time I was drawing something. or a live stream, and I'd be like, John, I've just finished drawing this and I've colored it this color, and I've done either a circle or a square or something in the background to give it a little pop. What color should I put in it? And he'd always tell me, well, this color is kind of the opposite of that color, so that's what you want to use to make it pop. And he's like, don't you own a color wheel? And I'm like, no, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, exactly.
And so when I was at Heroes Con last time, and John was there as well, he came over to my table and gifted me my very own color wheel. So man, I'm the proud owner of an actual cardboard color wheel at this point, thanks to John.
I must say you gain a lot of stuff from those cons.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Meet people and learn things,
but it's amazing how much people reach out to help, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And well, from what I heard you saying,
Yeah, I've had so much positive experience, very little negative experience.
Right, which is good thing.
You know what? Just for the people in the chat. And by the way, there it is with the green circle behind it. It does give it a little zip. just for people in the chat and watching the video, I will tell you a negative convention experience because I'm not naming any names. In fact, I don't even remember this person's name.
Right.
So I'm at a con, and I'm the yard sale artist, right? All my stuff is bargain priced. I negotiate with people. I make a game out of it. It's fun.
Yep.
And I don't charge a lot for my prints. In fact, I'm somewhat famous for being the guy who has $5 prints.
Yep.
I sell them very nice on good paper, 11 by 17 prints, and I sell them for $5. Nobody else is doing that. Everybody's next cheapest is probably 10. Most people are 15 or 20.
Right.
I had this person at a table across from mine who came over to me mad, like mad, because I could tell you because that person hadn't been selling much that weekend. And I won't go into details. I don't want to dime anybody out. But the person had a product that appealed to a very small market.
Right.
Leave it at that. They had it was a fine product, but it was designed for a small market.
Right.
So of course they're not selling
right.
my stuff. Mine's more mass appeal. And they come over there, and that's really the source of their anger. They're really mad because they're not selling, and my table's lighting up like hotcakes. And they came over there and said, you're ruining business for everybody else. I'm like, first of all, why are you here?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you go away? And I'm like, what's the issue here? Well, $5 prints, and no one else. He says you can't be making money at that price. And I simply said, well, don't concern yourself with my financial plan.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm not the kind of guy to get mad about stuff, contrary to stories other people will tell you. But I was just like, don't worry about my financial plan. You can't be making money. I said, I don't worry about it. I'm fine. And the key to it is I get all my stuff printed at a local mom and pop print shop in my town. And they do great work, and they don't charge me much at all. And I pass the savings along to the customers.
Yep.
But this person was just like, you can't be making profits. I'm fine. Don't worry about my business model. And they just kind of kept on needling me about what do you charge to draw? You're not paying yourself enough for the originals. And I'm like, well, mostly 90% of the things you see I do a print of were commissions. So I've already been paid to draw the original.
Exactly.
And I'm like, this person, at the end of the day, they weren't concerned about what I was charging or my business model. They were just frustrated. They were having a slow day.
Yeah. And being a nuisance to you.
They'd be a nuisance to me about it. I'm like, dude, mind your business. I'll mind my business. We'll both be happy as clams. Some people.
You got to be happy and help one another, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And then other cons, I get the world's greatest table meets. That's where I met Easton, and I'll remember his last name in a second. He wrote some awesome werewolf comics. I think they were called Howl.
Right.
It starts with a D. Easton Deverna, something like that. Anyway, great guy. And it was so funny because I had my werewolf comic, and he's got a werewolf comic, and we're just right next to each other. And we were just kind of laughing about, oh, that's interesting. We both have werewolf comics. So, instead of being competitive, every time I sold one, I'd say, hey, if you're into werewolf comics, check out my buddy over here.
Yeah, exactly.
And he did the same for me.
And vice versa, yeah.
That's how it works.
Instead of making things difficult for one another.
Welcome back, Courtney. Good to see you again.
Hello, Courtney.
Gino says I'm lucky I didn't get the thumb treatment like they gave Newman in The Color of Money, and it's been probably 30 years since I've seen it, but I still get the reference, Gino. All right, Gino, I'm going to tell you another secret of the yard sale artist. For, man, when you think about it, you think in your mind about how long it's been. For about 20 years, I've been a certified self-defense instructor, combat training. So let's just say that I'm not very threatened by most of the people I meet at conventions.
Yeah, I mean, for
I'm
real.
I'm a real tough guy in that
Yeah, in that environment.
in that environment. I'm a real tough cat, you know. I guess I don't. I'm definitely the kind of guy that would rather talk things out than ever do anything violent. But
Exactly.
no, I don't get intimidated by those folks very
Yeah.
often.
Heard that loud and clear. That's pretty cool, though. Certified self-defense instructor.
Yeah, it was. I had a master sergeant that worked for me when I was just a young second lieutenant, and he was a great guy. He got out of the Air Force and opened up a innovative martial arts academy in I think it's in Raleigh, North Carolina. And he was one of these guys that won a lot of these sort of Ultimate Fighter cage match things.
Oh, right.
And he's just been doing martial arts his whole life. And then he taught me, and then I became the assistant instructor for his class. And then after we moved apart, he thought I had the skill level enough to start teaching my own classes. And I taught him here for a long time up until the fitness studio closed. So now I really only teach my son.
Hey, I wish I knew. But it's good though, you know, because look what you got from the military, you know what I mean?
That's true. I got so much from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Genome, no, man, I don't turn into a gibbering pile of fear at the prospect of violence from the average artist or comic book fan. But I tell you, that's a very exception story. Most of the time, it's great.
Right. Most people are pretty friendly, I was suppose.
Yeah, I've only been pushed too far in that realm a couple times, and I won't tell those stories because both the people involved are comic book professionals, and but no violence happened. Just let's just say I was ready for it.
Just in case.
Luckily, someone else interceded in both of those events, and everything was fine. Sometimes people just aren't nice, and I don't like that. What up, Blast It or Stash It? Thanks for stopping by. I've just kind of wrapped up this piece. I'm gonna turn the bright light off and see if that it kind of helps you see the white highlights a little better. And Mark's working on a Thor, and this was just kind of a little pop-up.
Yeah.
And now I see the private chat that you sent me. Not a moment too soon.
There you go.
Gamer Uncle is in, says, great stuff, guys. Always fun to watch. Well, we really appreciate it.
Yep.
Let me get mine mine signed here. Get my signature going. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting out to the painting studio and doing another yard sale painting and video to post on the YouTube channel. If you guys are watching and you haven't seen my first one with the Legend of Zelda Link painting I did on a cabinet door, that was fun because I went to this work site where they built a house, and apparently they ordered like too many cabinet doors. They were very nice wood cabinet doors.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they ordered too many for what they needed because, you know, they have the dumpsters out there where they throw away their excess. And there was like 8 cabinet doors of various rectangular sizes. And, I just took them. I took them all and put them in my car. And since then, I've painted, I think, 2 or 3 links from Zelda. Because, again, I always like the surface to kind of help me decide what I'm going to paint.
Right.
And in this case, it's a very nice, dark, natural wood. And I see it, and it makes me think of Link from Zelda because he's from the woods. He's a woodland elf. Yeah. And I think he looks good on natural wood. So I painted a couple of those and sold them. And then I still have a few cabinet doors left. So I recently did another one. Posted a video about it on YouTube if y'all want to check it out. It's only like, they're much shorter than these because it's all edited down. It was like 5 minutes. And I'm looking forward to posting more videos of that nature, of things I find at yard sales that I end up painting characters on.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would have never thought of that, too.
Sometimes your two hobbies blend together.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Would have never thought of doing something like that. But hey, that's all art, and I guess being creative, huh?
Indeed.
All part of the creativeness.
Yeah. I've probably told the story here before, but for those of you who might be new, I started out just I was painting abstracts and all kinds of landscapes and stuff on things I found at yard sales. I had probably a dozen of those paintings and 2 superheroes, just because I love superheroes. I did a Batman and a Superman. And I took them to my local Piney Woods Art Fest. That was my first public art sale appearance. And Batman and Superman sold in the first 30 minutes. And over the course of the weekend, I sold like 4 or 5 other paintings. And that's when I realized I should probably stick to the superheroes.
Yeah. On to something.
Courtney says it's looking good. Both of you are amazing artists. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
She said she saw the post on Twitter. And Duchess saw the Zelda piece. Thank you. And she said it was cool. Thank you very much. And I will be posting some more in the future. Just got to all these book page sketches I got to get done.
Yeah. Hey.
We're coming. We've gone just over an hour. I'm going to go back. I'm going to give the solo board to Mark as he does a Thor. I will remind everyone that his commissions are open. So whether you're in the live chat now or you're watching the replay, you can see his Twitter handle in the bottom left. And there you go. He's got a wonderful Thor going there. So if you need a Thor or anything else in your collection, especially from Mark Hatherley, this is the place to get it. Yep. And I don't even take a percentage.
Not yet. No, that's good. Yeah. You've been a big help, Jarrod, as I always say.
No, my pleasure.
Huge help. Yeah.
And Duchess is very kind. Duchess takes care of us in the chat a lot, and she just reminded everybody to smash that like button for the stream. If you're on YouTube, give us the like. If you're wherever you're watching it, give us a like or maybe a retweet or a share. It just helps us find more people for the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy it. Rick Heineken says, can you draw my taxes being done? I'm sure Mark can draw your taxes being done, but it won't get your taxes done.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like fun, but yeah, it's not going to be much. Much help to you. Don't worry. I wish I could draw my bills being paid.
That's kind of what I do on these streams.
if life was only so simple, huh? You know what I mean?
Those of you who are purchasing my art, you are paying my bills.
Exactly.
So thank you.
Yep.
I was doing art and a day job for a long time, and now it is just art. So
lucky you
who are supporting me, I really appreciate it.
Hopefully I can say that one day.
I hope you can say that one day too. I want you to be successful because your success is my success, man.
There you go. We're in it to win it.
That's right. And when Shipwrecker comes out, everybody will know what's up.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to that coming out now, you know?
Me too.
I mean, not like I wasn't before, but I mean, now it's like I got the VM back in my sales.
Yeah. Which is awesome phrasing for a book like Shipwreck.
No pun intended. Yeah, no pun intended.
So, Jarrod, I got a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Duchess.
How many copies of the Shipwrecker are you planning on getting printed?
Well, that's a fine question. When I did Hamilton versus Burr, I did 500, and those have done really well. I'm just about done with the 500, and it's been about 2 years. And so for someone who's selling basically strictly at convention and a few here and there on the website, they flow well at conventions. So that makes me happy. Doesn't exactly answer your question, though. I'm thinking that with Shipwrecker, now that I'm more established and I've got a live stream audience and my social media presence has grown, I really want to look at doing a Kickstarter or an Indiegogo for it. Mm-hmm. To get our audience even bigger. Mm-hmm. And at that point, it's really going to depend upon, of course, pre-orders and all that. I'm to answer your question, I'd be very happy to double that and get 1,000 Shipwreckers out there. I'd like to do more. I think with the wonderful world of social media and our friends that we've made, that'll help us with just retweets and all the friends we've made on the stream. Like Star 15, who just popped in. Hey, Star. I think we can get a lot of pre-orders, and frankly, it's time for me to figure out how to do the whole Kickstarter / Indiegogo thing. There you go.
That's the Dr. Kaz.
Dr. Kaz talking to you.
74 inks.
Oh, now Mark's cutting me off because I do inks for him, but they're more expensive.
Hey, if you want to ink it, be my guest. Because I still got the Hulker that I got to ink.
Oh yeah, the Hulk one. There you go, Dr.
I'm actually afraid to ink it. The pencils look so good. I'm afraid to ink it.
I understand how that feels. Very cool of you to hop in and check on that, Dr. Kaz. Mark is going to offer this 11x17 Thor. He said at $50 for final pencils, and for an extra 20, he'll ink it. So that's not too shabby. You need more of that Mark Catherley art in your portfolio.
Yep.
That way, when you're showing off your portfolio to your art friends, and you go, "Oh, how many Bermuda artists do you have?"
Exactly.
And the answer for most people is going to be 0.
Yeah. You can say you have art from Bermuda.
That's right. I've got Bermuda art in my portfolio. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to keep that other 007 that you did that I inked.
Yep.
Because that's my favorite collection is my 007 art collection. Now I have to debate on that Beachhead. Am I going to ink and sell that or?
Right.
I don't know.
I can always do more for you. But I know some things have a certain amount of sentimental value,
Mm-hmm.
But hey, sometimes the price is right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the tricky part.
Like when I ordered Beachhead from you, I was like basically just adding you to my portfolio. And now that we're sort of a duo,
right?
Now I'm more tempted. Like, well, I know Mark pretty well. Like, we can always get other things made.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, and like you said, the funniest thing is that it gives me some incentive to draw. You know what I mean?
That's the good stuff.
Give me some incentive.
Yeah. So when you have prints, I like to get like 50 of them, but I need you to sign them first before you send them down.
Hey, it's negotiable, huh?
It is all negotiable.
Yeah, it's negotiable.
And again, I'm always willing to help you guys out. I love you guys. So, I can put you on to the people who make my prints.
Yeah.
And get you good deals on those. I just hooked up with another one of my colorists who's outstanding this week. She's in India. She's about to color another piece for me.
Right.
And I know you're on the lookout for digital colorists.
I am.
So I will pass that along to
that
information along to you. I will say it's very affordable and the quality is very high. And you may have your own good printing there in Bermuda, and that's fine. But if it's worth it to have it done at my shop and then shipped to you,
well,
it's probably worth it to have it done at your shop and shipped to us.
Well, my thing is I just need someone to color the things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Prints the prints maybe is a place here that may be able to do the prints pretty good, but because I had some watercolor paintings that I had done, and I got them to make some prints. But it wasn't the clearest prints, like not exactly how I wanted it. But hey,
I understand.
That's probably the best we have on the island right now.
And that's kind of the wonderful thing about the internet too, is you can set up a big cartel site like I did.
Yeah, well, actually, I got to go back and do that. You know what I mean?
There's all kinds of little things where if you're willing to spend just a little extra time here and a little extra time there.
Exactly.
Dr. Kaz called that dibs on the Thor.
Oh, bing, ding, 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 ding. I got it. I'll put it on the big board. Dr. Kaz says dibs on the Thor pencils first. That means, I guess he just wants it penciled then?
Cool. You can have dusty pencils. I'll clean it up for you.
It's really great looking Thor, and it is now sold to Dr. Kevin Kaz. We always appreciate you, Kaz. Awesome. I love it. I
Yep.
love it.
Thank you very much, Jarrod. Thank you once again.
And you got a little love from Chola, who's up well past your bedtime there in Germany. And she says, that looks awesome.
Yep. Thanks.
Excellent. Excellent. Well,
But see,
that's
Jerry,
great.
you're good luck because all day I've been trying to do this guy's hair, and I got it on stream. You know what I mean?
There you go. There you go.
I even took a break from it, and you know,
Sometimes that's the way to go.
yeah,
Take a break from it. Come back fresh while you're not frustrated.
exactly, because it was frustrating me, to be honest with you.
Well, awesome.
Yeah, so thank you, Connie. But yeah, cool.
Coolness. We will be winding this stream down. As always, it went a little longer than I wanted it to.
Yeah,
But,
the heck.
it always happens that way. Plus, it sounds like my wife is back, and she's brought me my dinner. So this
There
is
you go.
perfect
That's an
time
appetite, sir.
to wind it down. Thanks again for being here, Mr. Mark Hatherley out of
Yeah.
Bermuda.
Thanking for inviting me.
No
Like I
problem.
said, I'll try to make them.
I try to
Excellent.
make sure you don't wait in the waiting room so long next time.
Then yeah, but actually, it was literally like not even 5 minutes.
Oh, good.
I just saw the notification pop up on my phone, and normally I got them right away. I'm not sure why this one. When I saw it, was when I joined. You know. So I didn't even know you had started yet. To be honest.
Well, I'm crafty like that. I just show up. Oh, Mark, go ahead and ink the piece, please.
Sure,
That's
no problem.
Dr. Kaz. I'm sure
Hulk
Duchess has got that for you.
Kaz, did you want the Hulk piece inked as well? I just want to confirm that so that I'm you're happy and satisfied, you know.
Okay, yeah, we'll let the stream go for a minute and see if we can get that answer from Dr. Kaz.
Yeah, then we can tune out. Yep.
Yeah. Do you want
Gary.
the Hulk piece? No problem. I'm happy to do it.
I was just up a good.
I want to make sure everything is right by our clients. So definitely,
Yeah.
let us know, Dr. Kaz, if you want the Hulk inked.
Okay, that's pencil. All right, lovely.
There we go. Pencils only on the Hulk. You got
Cool.
it.
All right, this one could be inked. I'll hook it up for you. Put some lightning in there somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Make it look cool.
Awesome. Well, thanks to all of our
right,
viewers out there. Make sure to give this video a like, a share, a retweet, subscribe, whatever it is you got to do. We greatly appreciate it. And as usual, you've been listening to the smooth tunes of Joe November. Check out his album Beats Without Homes, where yours truly did the cover artwork. So it's like a win-win for everybody. Thanks again for Mark being here. Thanks again for the people in the chat being here. And Mark and I will be back at our regularly appointed time on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. So that's 6 Eastern, 4 Mountain, and 3 Pacific. And we'll be drawing some more stuff.
Yep.
Thanks, guys, and have a good night.
Okay, thanks. Bye.